Good morning, all. So today we are going to see the next part of the context-free grammar (CFG). That is called as a ambiguous grammar. Ambiguous grammar. Now, ambiguous grammar means what? First of all, we know that the how to represent the CFG. We can represent the CFG by two ways. First is called as a sentential form. First is called as a sentential form, where we are deriving the string with the help of the equations by using the productions. Now, the second method of the representing the CFG is by using the production. We are drawing the parse tree. We are drawing the parse tree as per the productions, and we are trying to derive the string. The string is nothing but the all the terminals, all the terminal. The string is nothing but the all the leaf nodes, that we will call it as a terminal, and from left side to right side we will make the string. So these are the two ways of representation of the CFG graph, context free grammar. Now, what do you mean by ambiguous grammar? Now, ambiguous grammar means what? The grammar means the productions, the VTPS, variables, terminals, productions and starting symbol. So the grammar which is provided, if that grammar provides two parse tree, if the grammar ambiguity means what? Produce two parse tree, two parse tree or two derivation tree for same string, for same string. So if there are the more than one, if there are the more than one parse tree for same string with the help of the same productions, so that time that productions, that grammar, we'll call it as a ambiguous grammar. That is called as a ambiguity, because two different ways we are getting the same string. So that is confusing. So the computer, because it is a machine, so how the computer will know which parse tree or which the production in which way it has to use? Because computer is a machine, we must provide only a single method, a single way to produce the string. So that's why that particular grammar is called as a ambiguous grammar, which produces two parse tree or two derivation tree for the same string. Now we'll see this ambiguity with the help of the one example, and we'll see again how to remove the ambiguity. How to remove the ambiguity. So if we start with the example to check whether the grammar is ambiguous or not. Suppose this grammar is given where E produces E plus E produces A, E produces B. These are the three productions. So using these three productions, we will try to produce the string, A plus B plus A. Suppose this string we have to produce with the help of this grammar, this production. So if the productions are given, what is variables here? The variables are the E. What are the terminals here? Terminals are the plus symbol, A and B. These are the three terminals. And productions are given, and the starting symbol is a E. Starting symbol is a E. So this is what your grammar is. So that is what given in the form of the productions. Now we have to generate this A plus B plus A string with the help of this production. So we'll start using the parse tree to derive this string. So suppose always how the parse tree starts? Parse tree starts with the starting symbol. In a parse tree, starting symbol is always the root node. Remember, starting symbol is always the root node. So now this S, this E, starting symbol E, we are trying to produce to generate this string A plus B plus A. So initially, which production I will use? I will use this production. So we'll say E plus E with the help of the production 1. production 1, this E plus E. So E, I am replacing with the help of the E plus E using this first production. Now, this E, what I want? A plus B plus A. This E I can replace with the A because initial alphabet I want A. E tends to A. E tends to A. This production I am using to generate this. Plus symbol will remain as it is because it is a terminal. We cannot expand. We can expand only the variables. We can expand only the variables. Now this E I will replace again E plus E because we want B plus A. So first production again E produces E plus E. That same production I will use. Now after that this I will replace with the B. This I will replace with the A. Okay. So E, A, E, B. So with the help of these productions, I will generate the string terminals. So now my string will be A plus B plus A plus B plus A plus B plus A. This is what string I require to generate. Yes, with the help of this tree, parse tree, I am getting this string. So this is the one way of representation this string with the help of these productions. So if we observe the parse tree, what we are saying, this root node is always the starting symbol. Root node is always the starting symbol. Okay. Next, these intermediate nodes are always the variables. Remember, these intermediate nodes are always the variables. Next, all the leaf node are always the terminals. The leaf nodes are always the terminals. These three things are very important for the parse tree. Maybe in the objective MCQ, because now university is going to conduct the MCQ exams possibly. So that time these terminologies you must remember. Terminals are always the leaf node, intermediate nodes are the variables, and the starting symbol is always the starting variable. Okay. So this is the one way I am generating this string A plus B plus A. Now I will check whether there is another method, another parse tree which will generate the same string with the help of the same productions. I will check. So always I am starting with the starting symbol. Starting symbol, first E plus E. I am replacing E plus E. Now this E I will, for this E I will use again the same production, E plus E. E plus E. The same production I am using for this. And for this E I am using this A terminal, this production. E tends to A for this. So this I am expanding with the help of the first production, E plus E. Okay. And for this E, I am producing E tends to A. Because I can use any production as per my requirement. So which will suit for generating my string, that production I will try to use. Now this E, again, I will use A because this string I want. And for this, I will use B. Now my string will be A plus B plus A. Terminals will generate the string A plus B plus A. A plus B plus A. So the string I am getting. But if we observe, we are having these two different parse trees. This is one parse tree which is generating this string with the help of this grammar. This is again a second parse tree which will generate this string with the help of the same grammar. So this time, if we are getting such situation, that time this grammar, we will say it is a ambiguous grammar. It is a ambiguous grammar because it generates two different parse tree for same string for the same productions. Okay, so this is what the ambiguity is. So we can find the ambiguous grammar only after designing the parse tree. If the grammar is not ambiguous, we'll get only one pass tree for one string. Remember, only one pass tree for one string with the help of the production. If it is non-ambiguous, but ambiguous, yes, we may get the two different pass tree for the same string. This is one example of ambiguous grammar. Now, how to remove the ambiguity? Removing the ambiguity. Remove ambiguity.